The Grey Jedi surprisingly seems to be a pretty controversial topic, with the concept of Grey Jedi in canon being very divisive. The Lucasfilm story group has been very clear that Grey Jedi do not exist in Star Wars, and today we'll explore their explanation for this, taking an even deeper look at the Grey Jedi that was inspired by my Ahsoka video, where I talked about how many people, fans that is, considered Ahsoka to be a Grey Jedi, thus sparking this huge interaction and rather debate between the Lucasfilm story group and fans, with ultimately it culminating with the story group making it clear that Grey Jedi do not exist in Star Wars. So let's go ahead and break down exactly why this is. The two biggest examples in canon of Grey Jedi are Ahsoka Tano, who I previously made an entire video about, and Qui-Gon Jinn. In Legends it was made pretty clear that Qui-Gon Jinn was considered a Grey Jedi by many members of the Order, as he was more of a rogue. However, in Star Wars Legends, it was made also clear that Qui-Gon Jinn was strictly adherent to the light side of the Force, and was not a dark side Force wielder, simply that he had a different perception on the Jedi Order and how it should function, choosing rather to follow the will of the Force than the wider orders of the Jedi, serving the Force above the Jedi. Matt Martin from the story group of Lucasfilm has the most to say about the Grey Jedi and the concept in Star Wars canon, explaining essentially why in canon Grey Jedi do not exist, saying this: "The point is, it seems implausible to maintain a state of gray, being a bit of light and a bit of dark. The dark side would ultimately take over. As George Lucas says, the dark side corrupts, so one couldn't stay in the middle for long. The EU isn't a great example for proper usage of the Force." Basically what Matt Martin is trying to say is that you cannot successfully use the light and the dark side of the Force in conjunction with one another, because of the manipulative and corrosive nature of the dark side of the Force itself, indicating that in Star Wars canon, if somebody utilizes the dark side of the Force, it will eventually take over, and any state in the middle that is ultimately achieved is impermanent. So I guess what they're trying to say is somebody could be considered gray for at least a moment, but that this isn't their ultimate stance in the Force, and that any usage of the dark side will inevitably lead to a character's corruption by it fully. When asked if Vader had any touch of gray within him, this is what Matt Martin had to say, going further into detail on this Grey Jedi concept not existing in canon. "Vader was never gray. I'm not saying a person can't be redeemed, but to exist in that middle seems unlikely. When Anakin turned, he turned. It's pretty black and white. It seems that in canon, the usage of the dark side of the Force is a concept that is all or nothing. One cannot dance on the line of the dark side of the Force. It ultimately corrupts all that use it." While in Legends, the concept of the Force was way different, with Legends Grandmaster Luke Skywalker saying that he believed that no one Force ability was inherently good or evil. That is why in Star Wars Legends, in the era of Luke, we see Jedi that can use Force lightning and other dark side abilities, while in canon again the story is far different, and the perception on the Force is different. To come to a conclusion, the way the Force is viewed in Legends and canon are two very different ways. The rules are more easily bended and manipulated in Star Wars Legends, and it's more clear cut in Star Wars canon. I'll finish off this video with a quote from Dave Filoni. "That's the whole point of Star Wars. You can't be selfless or selfish. This is what George spoke about the most. This will lift you up. This will tear you down. It's really that simple. And that's the Force in a nutshell." As always though, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and a little bit of a deeper look on the explanation of a Grey Jedi in Star Wars canon. The concept of a Grey Jedi still being something that interests me, but I do understand the inherent differences in the Force between Star Wars Legends and Star Wars canon, even if I may not agree with the way they've taken the Force in canon, and feel like, admittedly, it could be more interesting if the lines were a little bit more blurred. At the end of the day though, I do not own or control Star Wars, I'm simply a fan. As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.